Welcome back to Budgets by Taraya. We've gone over what you need to gather, how to fill out the budget tracker, and how to copy that through the rest of the year. In this video, we're going to cover, now that we've got it set up, how do we read it, how do we see if there's any adjustments that need to be made, where should we make them, and also planning for those larger purchases. Let's go ahead and dive right in on how to read this now that it's set up and planning for large purchases. Line 96 on your budget tool is going to show your income, the total expenses, and any funds that are remaining, or if there's a shortage. If you have a shortage, that is the most clear picture that you know your budget needs adjusting. Where can you trim the fat and remove excess spending? Maybe you have some subscriptions that you don't need. Maybe it's time to look at refinancing to lower your mortgage payment. There's lots of different adjustments that can be made, and we're going to be able to see where they should be made. If you have excess, this is where you can see that you can use those funds to pay for your large planned purchases, as well as putting extra away in savings or investments accounts. This is a great time to talk to your financial advisor and see where they think you could best utilize those additional funds each month. If you need a referral for a financial advisor, please let us know. We work with some great ones, and we're always happy to refer you to some trusted advisors. So now that you see exactly what's remaining, this is when you're going to want to go through that expense category and see exactly where your money is going. Let's go to the Budgets by Taraya tool to see how to do that live. So I'm coming up here to line 65. This has all the categories listed. If I was to have had a shortage on this, let's just change these numbers here. So I'm $1,200 short on this budget, just over. My home, I've got to pay my mortgage. Just refinanced to lower that, so I know that refinancing is not going to be an option. Groceries and grocery subscriptions. Maybe I could see if there's a little bit more cutting I could do here. Entertainment. Maybe that's a category where I don't need to be spending quite so much each month. But the biggest one down here is the other category. So let's go ahead and see what we were spending in our other category. I'm going to scroll up right here to the other. And I've allotted $3,000 for saving in this. But if my budget is short, just over $1,200, then I'm not going to be able to save that much each month. So this one had a really easy fix. Your budget might not be quite as easy of a fix, and if you would like us to look over it with you, please feel free to reach out. We are happy to be a resource and see if we can brainstorm some ways to get your budget in line together. For this, I'm just going to change how much I'm putting away for savings. And now we should scroll down, and we've got at the end of the month, once all of our spending is done, all of our bills are paid, I've got $700 just over remaining instead of being short. All right, so at the very bottom of your budget, under the January month, there's a section to list and plan for any large purchases. You can put the purchase name, how much it's going to cost, and then you can go through and see when you have extra funds, so you can put the planned date that you want to purchase that. Or if you're unsure, you can always leave the planned date blank as well. So the goal with this is that using that total remaining section on line 96, you can begin to plan for the savings that are needed. You can see how much money is left over each month. So I know that I had $715 left over once all the spending is done. That I could put, maybe leave yourself a buffer, put $600 into a savings account going towards this next big purchase that I've got planned. If you have any questions on planning for your purchases, again, please reach out anytime. So that covers how to read the budget, where to trim the fat if you need it, and if you're ready to get pre-approved for a purchase or a refinance, we would just need an application. You can fill that out at loansbytaraya.com. As always, please reach out with anything that we can do to help. Follow us on social media and stay tuned for the next videos. We're going to dive in further onto this Budgets by Taraya.